Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Shine 2018. I'm Flambeau. I'm joined by the wonderful Fendrick Lamar, and we're here to give you guys some beautiful melee action once again.
Yeah, thank you guys again for tuning in from beautiful Boston. We're happy to be live here on BTS Smash. So we have, I like the way that Shine structures their singles, is that we have all of singles from round 1 pools all the way to top 8 today on Saturday. And I think that's great. So we're going to jump into some round 2 stuff. I like that they do simultaneously round 1 and round 2 pools. So, you know, as fun as round 1 pools are to bool around on the mic, we get to jump in with good melee right away.
And it's also the other thing where, like, there's so many times you'll see top players complaining about that. Oh, man, like, I finished my pools match and I have to wait 4 hours to play again.
Yeah.
The way they set it up now, you play again, you just get it going. And that way, nobody has to get cold.
Yeah.
You get to play. It's fun. Everybody loves it.
Yeah, and again, so yeah, you might have pools at 4, round 1 pools at 2, round 2 pools at 4, bracket at 6, and then just like bam, 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 you get it all out of the way.
It's a lot of melee.
Yeah, and wow, so again, we're just jumping right into it. We got ALG n0ne with the Nicaraguan flag out here. I like that. He's staying true to the roots. So I don't recognize his opponent right off the jump, but it looks like it's going to be Palika playing Doc.
Wow. Okay, you do not see a Dr. Mario every day, that is for sure.
Yeah.
Granted, I have seen a few in my own region. We have Mr. Lemon here, so I have a pretty good idea, and there's Kevorkian as well. So we're going to see how he pairs up against one of the best Falcons to ever do it.
Yeah.
Ooh, up B cancel from the jump?
I was going to say, that's when you know. I was like, okay, he put some hours in the lab. He knows what he's doing, but yeah, so you mentioned that you're from around here. This is your creed. This is New England. But Palika, not from around here. We're not exactly sure where. But already going pretty toe-to-toe. The Dreamlink pick, Flambeau, what do you think? Going a lot of space for both characters.
Yeah, it's definitely really strong. I actually think it's like probably the preferred place to go for both of them. You get to move around. Falcon, of course, loves being a really quick, annoying thing to catch. And Doc loves this stage because it's probably one of the few stages he can actually get a chance to recover on. A lot of the time, it gets really hard for him to even get back to the stage. It's going to be, oh, wow, okay, up B's out of that. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and I also appreciate n0ne's commitment to the n0ne. He decided to do the nair there instead. And Palika gets the first stock. I think he just did a good job of using Doc's nair to stuff a lot of n0ne's approaches. And if you guys don't know, Doc's nair operates in that the longer it stays out, the more powerful it is. It's the reverse of every other nair in the game. So it's pretty interesting that you could just throw it out and have it stick around, and it can do like upwards of, I think, like 14 to 15% unstaled, which is pretty good.
Yeah, very strong move. A lot of times you'll see Docs throw it. Oh!
A little bit of Gouda!
Okay, I like that. You know, it's Monster maybe.
Yeah, that, I mean, might as well throw it in once. Do the cape into coin spike. And that's good if you can make, you know, your recovery tricky. As you mentioned, this is going to be one of the stages where Doc can mix up the few recovery options that he has between cape stall, tornado, and your up B. But if you just get pushed out and away, it can be tough to come back.
Oh, here comes Edgar from n0ne. Perfect tech, but he gets the back air anywhere. I mean, anyway.
Yeah.
n0ne, he's doing a good job. There goes, you know, hard for Doc to recover, just in general, especially if you have any experience in the matchup. It's a pretty flow-charty recovery, and if he ever uses the down B to recover, you just refresh visibility, back air. It's easy that way, too. And now n0ne is just running away with this a little bit.
Yeah. Trio of stomps. Just, I guess he's like, I mean, if you can get it at the right percent, okay. I like the conversion off the weak knee. Just, going deep, and that should do it. You already burned the tornado. Yeah, n0ne doesn't even care. He's like, let me get my tech skill on point while you're trying to recover.
This runs right back to center, and this is kind of something that I've seen a lot, actually. Whether it's at the local level or regional level, it doesn't really matter. I'll see these players that may not necessarily be as established or as well known actually take the first few stocks from a top player, quote unquote. Well, he is a top player.
Yeah, for this one, definitely, yeah.
But then he just can't seem to keep it. They get adapted to really quickly, and then it's a really large swing from there.
Yeah, and that's what, I mean, n0ne just, he was like, oh yeah, all I have to do is up air, and if you can keep a Mario brother, regardless if it's Mario, Doc, or Luigi above you, especially when you have such great anti-air technology like Falcon with your gigantic up air, that's going to be the key to winning the matchup, is that Doc doesn't have any good descending tools. So you just push him up and away, and again, he could try and mix you up on recovery, but all you have to do is just rinse, repeat, and it's going to be curtains for Doc.
Oh my god, it might be curtains already. No,
yeah, jeez.
With the grab. Oh my god, a knee as well. Goes real deep.
Oh, and he caught the jump with the weak knee. Tornado.
Yep, back air, and it's free. It's really, there's not much you can do as Doc there. So you really have to make sure that you're winning your neutral exchanges and getting as heavy as a punish as you can. Try to get Falcon off stage. It becomes a lot easier for Doc in that scenario. But first, hits might be a chance. No, misses the wave land onto the side platform.
Yeah, so after the first 2 stocks taken by Palika, n0ne has just taken everything since. And OK, again, could have stuck with the knee potentially, but decided to go for Nair. Oh, he has no jump.
And yeah, that's a clean one. Yeah, that's pretty free for Doc to get right there. You throw out that cape, the white blanket, put him in, tuck him in the bed. Yeah. Should be all fine.
It's just so good when you have a character like Falcon that has, you know, his recovery. While you do have a little bit of drift on it, he's always going to have those arms reaching up and above, so you can just push him away, as Flambeau mentioned. But n0ne, again, cleaning it up.
We're going to see how Palika is going to be able to try and keep himself in this game. I do think Pokemon Stadium was not a bad choice by any means. One of Doc's better stages. Doesn't really get much from having a top platform, so...
And I like the way that he was utilizing the crouch cancel early on in this stock. You know, Doc is a deceptively heavy character that you can just hold down and get a lot out of it. But also holding down sometimes is bad, as he just vanished off that knee at 87%. And so now n0ne 1 stock away from just cruising on. But
there we go. Beautiful stomp. 2 in a row. And then we're going to get that knee and the DI.
Oh, wait. What?
I love that.
You see Palika, the player came. He's like, nah, no. I don't deserve that.
I'm putting that in my highlight reel. When you have, like, your local #5 PR player making comic videos. Like, all right, it's cool.
Yeah, and that is great DI by Palika. But, yeah, that's going to do. Oh, wait a second.
Okay.
n0ne's like, nah, I got you, dude. No killing yourself on my watch.
I want one more neutral exchange before I take it to the depths of the Shadow Realm. We're going to see if he's going to regret it. Likely not, but I do believe in Palika, these up-B cancels have been extraordinarily impressive.
Yeah, and so what I also like, he's gotten 2 up tilts consecutively right there. Again, he tries just a 3rd one right there. He sees n0ne going for aerials a lot more. So he's like, okay, I'm just going to put this out there, and if you just jump right in front of me, that's going to do it.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a quick 2-0.
Yep.
But in the same vein, you know, it's actually not that bad for Palika. He was catching on a little bit later, especially for Doc versus Captain Falcon. It's very similar to how Captain Falcon would complain about a Fox or a Falco just throwing up tilt in neutral and saying, I got hit by it. Granted, Doc's up tilt not even nearly as good, but the principle still applies. Yep,
exactly. You see, especially when a character like Falcon does, you know, your main neutral approach is going to be short hop aerials. So you just do the little punch up. You like catch right into it, and then you know Doc has a pretty good punish game on fast fallers. It's just we didn't get to see Palika have a real chance to do it because n0ne is a pretty slippery guy, hard to catch and really pin down.
Very much so.
But yeah, so good stuff to n0ne. He's gonna move on. Palika was also still gonna be alive in losers, but again we don't know exactly where that is. So the way, again, more bracket information for you viewers at home is that the round 2 pools lead into split sections of top 64. We have half of our top 64, I believe, is gonna be at 6 p.m. and the other half is going to be at 8 p.m. if I'm not mistaken.
Around there, yeah, I believe so.
And so then, again, everything is going to lead into top 8 tomorrow, which I believe is at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Standard, I believe, for everybody. Yeah. So,
okay, that's kawaii.
Look at that. We got some stats. Look at average damage per second. Wait a second. That's not right. Because it says right here in these stats that Palika took 8 stocks to 4 and only took 340 damage. That's just not right. So I think if we switch, reversed, so that makes sense. I was gonna say Palika was putting out 4 damage a second. That's incredible.
He's out there.
He died and only had 350%. I don't think so. So reverse those, and then you have your actual stats. So n0ne. Dealing out almost 1,000 damage over 2 games, which is pretty good. Which,
I mean, a lot of knees happen.
There were a lot of
weak knee up airs, which arguably does more damage, right? So
yeah, he was pushing, like, again, he had, I think Palika had a couple stocks to like 160, 170, just because n0ne wouldn't go for the kill, he wouldn't go for the knee, he'd just push him out with nairs and up airs. Yeah, so good stuff to n0ne. I like that. I believe, I don't know where those stats come from. If it's from a Fizzy. It's
Metascouter, yeah.
Metascouter, very cool.
So I can talk about Metascouter a little bit because
drop some knowledge
at
on
the New England Invitational this year was the first time we got to like really test out Metascouter. It's really cool. It gives you like the stats you saw there. Got it backwards a little bit that time, but it also gives you like graphs. They have like little icons and everything.
Give me a good figure 1.1. Give me the full paper release of n0ne versus Palika. You can check out, like when your damage over time, lose a stock, damage over time, lose a stock. I think that's really cool. Actually, man, I wish Slime had given me an eraser because I drew up this nice diagram of a basketball court that looks pretty gross. But I was gonna be like, okay, so this is what it's gonna look like. But anyway, we're gonna hopefully have another match coming up.